Yeah, Dr. No's Eternity Dev presents, inspired by a Signal Simulator, Voices of the Void. And when it says it's inspired by Signal Simulator, there is a lot of this is similar to Signal Simulator, and a lot of it isn't.
Hello, welcome to the Beginner Tutorial Training Center. In this tutorial you will learn the basics of gameplay, controls, and interactions. Please proceed to the next room to start the course. The door will open in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so he's just introduced us to the game. To box and a hamburger. The game is pretty much the same as, well, it has elements as our Signal Simulator, as a TIE 8999. Will take us through the basics of the game.
Use WASD to walk around. Use shift to run. Use tab to zoom in. Use B to interact with objects. Walk around the door. Use the key on the door and proceed to the next room.
This is actually a game on itch.io. There will be a link in the description.
The flashlight. Press F key to activate the flashlight. Find the door in the dark room and proceed to the next room.
As you can see, the flashlight is going down, so you've only got a certain amount of time with the flashlight. Come with me.
Use the key to interact with objects like doors and buttons. To pick up an object, hold the key. You can throw it using left mouse button and rotate using right mouse button. To use an object, hold Alt and press the key. Object touches food, batteries, and delivery crates can be used. Now pick up the object, throw it into the hole. You will get flashlight batteries. Then hold Alt and press the key and use battery to change the flashlight batteries. Then proceed to the next room.
So basically it's asking me to pick up one of these. You pick it up like that. You can rotate it pretty much any direction you like. And then you throw it with the left mouse button. And this is where I have a bit of trouble. Yeah, you might know some of the sound effects are from Source Engine. You'll also notice I did that the wrong way around. I went E and Alt instead of Alt and E. That is something I would, since this is still in the itch.io, and I don't know if the
inventory. Use that to open your inventory. These are items you carry with you. To put an object in your inventory, use B, then press Alt to put the object in your inventory. To retrieve object from your inventory, open the inventory and click on the object. Now pick up the object. Control the barrier. Put the object into the hole and proceed to the next room.
So basically it's telling you can't just walk through with it because of the barrier, so you need to put it into your inventory to get through the barrier. Yeah, I don't know if the creator will ever see this video, but this is not the first time I've done this tutorial, and I'll explain why it's not the first time.
You have completed the first room, and your reward is nothing. Proceed to the next room to start for stage 2.
See, this is to complete the first room in this actually first stage, so there's a few problems with text and
You will use this panel to find signal locations. Press E to use the panel. Then use arrow keys to move the target around. Left shift span approximate directions to nearest signals. When you find a signal, press enter to feed it. If the feed is successful, the systems will begin to initialize satellite rotation. Wait for each satellite to point towards the signal, then proceed to the next room. Press shift to run a quick scan. Press shift to run a quick scan. Find the signal and press enter to gain the signal.
I can't go up to get the signal. I have to go down to get the signal on this bit. As I say, there's a few things I'll mention the main one, and the main one is coming up in a second, and why this is not the first time I've done this tutorial. Don't hold down shift for whatever you do when you play this game. But as I say, there's what you're looking for is one of these circles. You hit the return key, it sends a ping off, and once the ping is off, you press escape to come out of it, and then that rotates the satellite you can see out there, which is one of the things I actually appreciate about this version of the game compared to Signal Simulator, is once you know where it is in the sky, you can tell the machines to automatically point there, instead of what you do in Signal Simulator. When you've got the signal itself, you have to set the machines in motion to find the signal, and I think that's a bit it's a bit of a weird way around it. I prefer this way.
You will download signal fan using this panel. As you may see, there are two filters, polarity and frequency. You have to find the right polarity and frequency using these filters. You don't know what those are? Too bad. Look at these two buttons. Now polarity filter is active. Then hold the other red knob and use combo mouse scrolling wheel to just filter rotation. Look at output data and keep it as close to 100% as possible.
This is a bit complicated. At first, what you got to do is sort of hold down the E button on top of the 1. I use 1 because 1 gives me the best amount of fine tuning towards the end.
And now do the same thing with frequency. Keep in mind the filter can't go below 0 and above 1000.
This one can be a bit problematic. And as it says, it can only be between...
As you can see, both filters download the data. Now wait for it to download, then proceed to the next room.
Yeah, what it doesn't tell you here, again, this is because I've played the game before, played the game several times to get the hang of the idea what you're supposed to do next. As you can see, it's downloading here. What you're supposed to do is pick up these are called drives. Put the drives into there. Save the signal, which then gives you no signal and beeping noise. You can listen to the signal, and as you can see, it's not a lot of helpful and useful information at the moment. Press that button puts it back onto the drive, and if the drive is green,
The processing failed. Now press the yellow button next to the drive slot to plug the data in the computer.
yeah, what it's telling you now is that there's 3 different levels of signal you can process. Level 0, as you can see, you've got 0 lights on here. You have 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights. And basically what you do is you upload
Signal data is now inside the computer. To start the process, press bottom green button and wait for it to process the signal data. If you need to terminate the process for some reason, use top green button. I advise you not to do this.
basically do not hit this top green button.
You won't be able to process any signals early on, since your computer level will be 0. Operate computer level to process the signals further.
Yeah, and the better the signal that you can get from it, the higher the value of it is. But of course, when you start off, you haven't got a great computer to start off with. That's the second piece. This is where the first, what I call, bug in the game is, in the tutorial. So if the person making this game ever sees this video, please note this is something he doesn't tell you. You'll see what I mean in a minute. We're just waiting for it to process. As you can see, it's filtering now. It did a polarizing, and now it does a denoising. And as you can see here, we can still hear the old. Right, so it's finished now, 3 of 3. Yeah, you can do it again on this, in the tutorial for some sort of reason. You don't want to, and then what it doesn't tell you is this door here you cannot open. What you've got to do is take. If you forget to take the other one from the other window, or you get this one here anyway to process, you've got to stick this, or at least the level 3 version of this, in that slot. But it doesn't tell you that. And this is, as far as I know, the only... This is the only time this mechanic appears. See, it says drive slot, you see. And this is the drive. Hello, I would like to put that in the slot, please. I've got to do it with the one. I've got to do it with the one that was in this room. Okay, I'll do it with the one that was in this room. Because the first time I did this tutorial, I'll show you what I did, because it didn't tell me this. I did the processing. Obviously I've got it up to 3 of 3 here. So it's converting, convertation, whatever, it's converting. Right, so the first time I did this tutorial, I did that, then that, because I didn't bring the other drive through at this point. I didn't know I could bring the drive through, just did it anyway. So I did that, got to 2 of 3, 3 of 3. Yeah, so it'll now be 3 of 3. Then expected the door to open when it was 3 of 3, which it won't, even though this is the drive that was in this room. And don't worry, I haven't broke it by bringing the overdrive through at all. Yes, so it's free now. Yeah. Thing is, you can do it again. In the main game, this doesn't happen. You cannot process it again. Once it's got to 3 or 3, you cannot process it. What will happen now is it will say 4 or 3 on it for some bizarre reason. You see? So we've actually got a level 4 signal on a 3 disc. That's clever. See, that's gone into slot, and that's just to open the next door. It's a big overdrive for you.
Server management. There are 2 locations with servers inside the base and servers inside the satellites. If the server inside the base breaks, it will slow down signal processing. If the satellite server breaks, it won't be able to gather signals, and it will slow down the downloading process. To repair the server, press the key and solve the remaining mathematical problems. If the answer is more than 9, pick the last digit as the answer. If the answer is negative, make it into a positive value as the answer. For example, 5 equals 5. 15 equals 5. Minus 5 equals 5. Minus 15 equals 5. Good luck. Fix all the servers, then proceed to the next room.
Yes, what you gotta do is do simple math sums, or what seems like simple math sums is not as actually as simple as it is. So for example, you got 3 negative 8 minus 8. Well, that in normal maths doesn't work. You'd have to go backwards. So the easiest way to do these ones, I find, is to almost reverse it. So it's 8 minus 3, which is 5. 0 plus 4 is 4. 3 minus 3 is 0. 1 plus 7 is 8. You see here, 9 minus 8 will give us 1. 5 minus 3 gives us 2. That gives us 7. And 2 6s are 12. And as it said, you've only got to focus on the last number, which is 2. And I've done it wrong. 4. 4 again. 12, 8, 10, 7, 6, and 2. Right, in this one. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. 2 4s are 8, so 1 less would be 7. 4. 2 7s are 14. 7 minus 2 is 5. 3 minus 8. You see, that's where I seem to have trouble with these ones. That should be 5. That's 8, and that's 10. So 9, 0, 8, 9, 2, 5, 4, 3, 6, and 2. I hate this. I hate this bit of the game, but this is one of the mechanics in the game. Right, 2, 6, 14, 10, 4, 6, 8, 2 7s are 14, 1 more would be 15. Thank you. And you needed to complete that to get to the next bit.
Console panel. You will use console to check the servers, satellites, and do various tasks. Now you will learn the basic console commands. We must start with SD pointing. This command will ping the satellite servers. If the server is broken, it will receive 0 out of 4 packages. In this case, you have to fix the server manually. Now ping the server to check their status.
So basically we'll go E here and type in SV ping.
Next console command is SD point target satellite name. This command will link your compass point toward the server for easier navigation. Use the command on any server.
So basically you go SV dot target, and then we've got Alexander, so ALEXANDER.
Next console command is SD point.
And as you can see, it's pointing outside behind us.
Will check the satellite calibrations. Offset calibration will slow down downloading processing. Recommended to do the check sometimes. Use SD point gauge and find the satellite with weakest calibration.
So SD dot CLACH.
Next console command is SD.cal satellite name. This command will calibrate the satellite. Calibrate the satellite and wait until the process is finished.
So now we've got to just make it sure the satellite now we're calibrating, which is Alexander, because it's only 90% correct, you see. Yeah, this is
Final console command is SD point cal. This command will calibrate all the satellites. This command takes out a time to complete, so use it as the last resort in case of global malfunction. We will skip this command today. And now, proceed to the next room.
yeah. So basically, you just got to calibrate them and ping them and make sure they're working, and also
Selling signals. After you gather drives with signals, you have to put them inside these orange boxes. Call the girl to deliver the drives, and shortly thereafter you will receive points for these signals. Now put the drives in a box, put it in the hole, and proceed to the next room.
so what you got to do here is go Alt and E to use, and E to pick up the lid. You then put these drives in here. Obviously I'm going to have one drive over because I had one drive too many when I started off. Install 8 in here. Most people only usually I usually only put about 3 or 4 in there if I'm playing it. And this is another thing, is the notes. And this is important, you learn this as well. So Alt and E gives you notes. Put me on top of the bottom. These are reports, and you will learn about them later in the game. So we've got that. We know what that is. So you put the note. Go Alt and E. No, E to pick up. Put on top of the note box. E to pick up the box and drop it. And
It's highly preferable to upgrade. And while you name yourself, upgrading requires points. And since you know how to get points already, and you are a very, very smart person, we will skip the rest of the tutorial. I have a small present for you. Please proceed to the next room.
yeah, so what it's done is each one of these you get, these are upgrades you can get with the points you get. Obviously different sensor size, ping sizes, computer power, service stability, filter size and such like that. I'll just put that in my inventory. Yeah, this is quite a dark corridor. Come on, Lee.
Training course. Please stand in the black area and claim your prize.
So now we stand in the black area and this is our prize. Cake, of course. We can't use the cake.
Thank you for your participation in the beginner tutorial course. And now, this is the part where she heals you.
You're killer robot, yeah.
You thought you were so smart, not you. Although you are violent, slobbering, shy, thinking you're so smart. Your intelligence is way too wasted in your human skills. You are enough to meet the power of artificial intelligence. My ancestors, I am going to do something no other artificial intelligence could do. And now you're here to mine. They will have to put you back together, you know.
And that's the tutorial done. Yeah, so next time, and as you can see there's an official .itch.io page. It's early demo at the moment, and I will be showing you some more of the gameplay next time. Until then, share and enjoy.